Embark Studios has just announced the new Arc Raiders update called the North Line Update. This update is coming out tomorrow, which is going to be November 13th, and it's going to come along with a community event called Breaking New Ground. This is going to be how we are going to, as a community, be able to unlock the Stella Montis map. They released this update with a teaser trailer. This community event of Breaking New Ground is going to be where basic materials will be collected and donated for the restoration of the tunnels. This will unlock the 5th map after the completion, and any raider who has played at least 5 rounds can participate in the community event. The materials that are going to be collected are metal parts, fabric, chemicals, rubber parts, and plastic parts. With this, they also reveal a new kind of currency called merits. They say quite literally that it will fuel the next stage of progression. While there is no cap on how many merits can be earned for material donation, additional contributions will aid Speranza in reaching Stellas Montis more quickly. What they're saying here is that you'll be able to earn your merits up to a point, but then any other bonuses will just make it so their map releases quicker. At least that's the way that I'm taking it. They said once completed, the restoration of the tunnels and unlocking of Stella Montis will trigger Phase 2, Staking Our Claim, a new progression track. So they show a little bit of a preview of the Stella Montis map and say that Stella Montis was an abandoned facility that remains relatively well preserved compared to the wreckage of the lower Rust Belt. Cold and sterile, these ruins hint at what humanity left behind in its push towards the stars. So this will run for a limited time until December, is what they state. And they also introduced that they're going to be bringing new weapons and gameplay items, including a legendary burst energy rifle, 3 new mines, and 2 new grenades. The new arc that are going to be introduced are the Matriarch and the Shredder. I'll bring up here some art that we have found for those teasers. They said the North Line is just the beginning of Arc Raiders' post-launch roadmap. The next update, Cold Snap, arrives in December, which introduces the Flickering Flames event, a new snowfall map condition, and the awaited Expedition Project Raider reset, and more. So with our new looks at the teaser trailer they released of the North Line, we get to see this picture here of the J. Kozuma Ventures space kind of venture map on the on Buried City. That's the space something, I think it's called, like space it's not Spaceport, but it's like Space Company, something like that. But that's the J. Kozuma Ventures building, and that's where the JKV employee building key is. I have a tutorial on that as well. But they kind of show a space station thing here, and then also later in the video they show, you know, some other small teasers of the map. With their definition of the map being kind of like ruins of what humanity left behind with its push towards the stars, and kind of just the shape in general of the Expedition Project completion capsule, I think, in my theory here, is that what we're going to see is that when you complete an expedition and you push your character I don't think is going to get deleted. I think this is going to be a character you're going to be able to revisit and play later. And the reason I say that is there's a lot of space related kind of memorabilia, skins, map design in the game, and I think that Embark is playing with their cards close to their chest. I don't think they really want to release all the information about their plans for the game. I think they want to release information slowly. I think they want videos like this to exist where people ask questions, that people theorize. And I really do think that when our expedition completes, it's going to unlock for us a whole new line of progression where it's going to be more complicated. We're going to be maybe fighting in space. We're going to be maybe on a new planet, but we'll be playing our level 75 character, and it will feel very, I think, more hardcore, or at the very least, a whole nother line of complicated progression in the sense of what it takes to craft certain materials, what guns will be needed to take down Ark, or even kind of minimum gear requirements maybe on specific maps. It's definitely just a theory at the time being, but that's the kind of vibe I'm getting for the way that things are pointing. Now, if this is anything like how Embark Studios was dealing with the finals, it is my belief that this patch is also going to come with a bunch of balance efforts, which is much needed, figuring, in my opinion, Embark has been kind of asleep at the wheel. I mean, they've been letting some absolutely game-breaking bugs be within the community for over a week, since launch. You have people glitching through doors 3 different ways. You have the Blaze Trip Mine bug / exploit where people are using it to one-shot the Queen, one-shot Leapers, one-shot Bastions, and I mean, it one-shots players too. I mean, it's crazy how much damage it's doing. So it's certainly an interesting topic, but I think I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think? Do you think that maybe the expedition's the end of it is just a way to do a character reset, or do you think it's going to lead to something much more significant down the line? Let me know in the comments below. I appreciate your guys' continued support. It's been awesome seeing you guys hit the comments, hit the likes, and constantly coming back for more. So thank you guys for all your help. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, follow me on Twitch, join the Discord if you'd like to give any sort of feedback, talk about theories, anything. So the links below. Appreciate you guys for the help, and thank you to Embark Studios for giving us a game that we're all excited about. Have a good night, guys.